Moments with God, a time of reflection for every day.
January 10th. The lure of pleasure, Matthew 13:22. He also that received seed among the thorns is he that heareth the word, and the care of this world, and the deceitfulness of riches, choke the word, and he becometh unfruitful.
Two friends ventured into the world of business. They learned to rise when they had nothing and prospered in abundance. One day, one of them asked the other if he was happy now that they had achieved everything. The other replied, "I have properties in different places, a collection of cars, a private plane, employees, a mansion, and everything I could ever want. But since we started our business, sleep has left my bed. I distrust everyone I see, constantly thinking about where my possessions will end up and what my children will do with the fortune I've accumulated. I've been married 3 times and I am alone again. I never had time to sit and play with my kids or watch a movie together. Now they've grown up and only see me as a bank for their needs. I've achieved everything, but only in the material sense, and I am so far from true happiness." "My situation is the same," the other friend replied. "So much wealth, yet every pleasure enjoyed has only been one more step downwards, away from true happiness. Pleasure is a lure that seems to promise joy on the horizon. However, it takes us far from what truly makes us happy. The pleasure of having money, conquering a better world, indulging in youthful springs, or engaging in any extravagant pursuit, draws us away from the essence of true happiness."
The youth are swept away by the popular current. Those who learn to love amusement for its own sake open the door to a flood of temptations. They give themselves up to social gaiety and thoughtless mirth. They are led on from one form of dissipation to another, until they lose both the desire and the capacity for a life of usefulness. Their religious aspirations are chilled. Their spiritual life is darkened. All the nobler faculties of the soul, all that link man with the spiritual world, are debased. The intense passion for money-getting, the thirst for display, the luxury and extravagance, all are forces that, with the great mass of mankind, are turning the mind from life's true purpose. They are opening the door to 1,000 evils. Many, absorbed in their interest in worldly treasures, become insensible to the claims of God and the needs of their fellow men. They regard their wealth as a means of glorifying self. They add house to house and land to land. They fill their homes with luxury, while all about them are human beings in misery and crime, in disease and death.
The pursuit of pleasure is not the same as the pursuit of happiness. Pleasure comes from something external that we obtain, but happiness springs from within the heart when we do what is right, seek God, love His righteousness, and walk uprightly.
Even the church, which should be the pillar and ground of the truth, is found encouraging a selfish love of pleasure. When money is raised for religious purposes, to what means do many churches resort? To bazaars, suppers, fancy fairs, even to lotteries and like devices. Often the place set apart for God's worship is desecrated by feasting and drinking, buying, selling, and merrymaking. Respect for the house of God and reverence for His worship are lessened in the minds of the youth. The barriers of self-restraint are weakened. Selfishness, appetite, the love of display are appealed to, and they strengthen as they are indulged.
May nothing cool our faith or the flame of our love for God. May the pleasures of the world not become the fine nets in which we fall, but may heaven always remain our goal. May nothing take the place of God in our hearts. Amen.
Thank you for listening to this audio. We invite you to share with your contacts and visit the website BibleWell.com.